Let me give you a couple of numbers that can help frame the context of the discussion. In 2015, the United Nations member states adopted the Sendai framework for disaster risk reduction, covering the years 2015 to 2030. And that was a major international agreement reached at the same time with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the Paris Agreement for climate change. And the government of Thailand really played a fundamental role, a major role in securing such an important agreement. Now, we are in the midterm of the Sendai framework, 2022, and things are not really going as expected, rather the opposite. Current projections indicate that by 2030, instead of having a reduction of losses and risk, as that is the intent and the purpose of the agreement, we're going to have an increase by 40%. That means almost like 1.5 disasters a day. Economic losses have risen in the last 30 years by 145%. So more than double. The Asia-Pacific regions loses 1.5 percent of GDP per year. That is a massive amount of money that instead could go for economic and social development of our countries and communities. And in fact, the SDGs are projected to be reached in the Asia-Pacific region by 2065 instead of 2030. So clearly something is not really going the way it should. Droughts will double by 2030. Extreme temperature events will probably triple. And also in Thailand, of course, a higher number of people may be exposed to floods. So clearly, what is emerging is that disaster risk has become a very complex business because it is the resilience of our people, our communities, our business is impacted by not only natural hazard, but as we can see also with the COVID-19 pandemic, by biological hazard. And as we can see from the price spikes, for instance, the energy now due to the war in Ukraine, you can tell that the very same concept of resilience is being reshaped. Disaster risk cuts across national borders, cuts across basically areas of business, and we have a fundamental choice ahead of us. Either we want a future that is fundamentally defined by disasters, or we take courageous steps and we shape up a different pathway, and basically we change our business practices so that we can really pursue the resilience and the development that we really want.